Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So today I begin the 6th month of making bismuth art. Now, some interesting highlights were some of the big uh, Buddha statues that I made. I got really fascinated with Buddhas because of the story of President Marcos confiscating a 1-ton Buddha from a treasure hunter in the Philippines. I wanted to make something like that with bismuth. Obviously, I haven't got up to a ton yet. I wouldn't know what kind of mold I would need to pour that. So some of the Buddha statues, I discovered how to add color to some of the graphite molds I've been pouring into, especially the pyramid. I haven't figured it out with the silicone mold. So the way to do it with graphite is you heat it up on the stovetop burner, and while it's still hot, you pour the bismuth onto it. I haven't figured out how to do it with silicone. I still haven't completely mastered the art of anodizing and electrolysis. I'm still working on that. I'm going to work on that later today, actually. Some other highlights include art shows that I've been going to and mingling with others. Next week, I'll be going to my 4th art show. Some other highlights include networking with consignment shops to help me get the word out there and get some exposure. But something really wonderful happened this past month that really doesn't have anything to do with bismuth, but the freedom that comes with having a side hustle like this. See, I had a lot of anxiety at my day job. I'm a private tutor. I had a lot of anxiety. Every time my boss would come up to talk to me, I would wonder if the next words he were going to say were some kind of reprimand or of getting fired or something like that. He would be talking and I would mouth, "You're fired. You're fired. When are you going to say it? When are you going to say it? Say it, say it, say it." And he wouldn't say it, obviously, because there was nothing to be fired over. But I would think that, and I would get myself mentally jammed up. And when he would walk away, my blood pressure would probably hit a peak of 200 for at least a few moments. I've never measured it, but I could imagine just how high instantaneously my blood pressure must be at that moment. Now, ever since I started going to art shows and making a few $100 every time, and selling stuff at the consignment shop, I find I'm not getting that sensation anymore. In fact, last week I had a really beautiful conversation with my boss about all sorts of things other than the work on hand. So it's all good. It kind of reminds me it kind of reminds me of 13 years ago, what the first time I ever went on a date without a girl, just by myself. I lost all sorts of anxiety around girls. The sensation I felt with my boss this week kind of is very reminiscent to 13 years ago the first time I went on a date by myself. So that's good. Anyways, today marks of the wow, the 6th month of me making bismuth art. I'm going to give the anodizing electrolysis another try later tonight. Hope to make a video of it. Anyways, this is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Peter Dislike Show. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.